Juice! Money in the morning. Hey! Woo!
Previously on KIMBA TV. It doesn't matter. I mean, I guess if you put a gun to my head, it's bullish. So I'm sure, you know, if anybody missed a long, being able to go back to the gap fill and get a scalp long from like 118 all the way up to like 123 is probably a Gucci move, right? But I would feel like most of you guys are already in longs. The easiest long, obviously over the weekend was the SR flip. So the magic trick line becoming support instead of resistance. Juice. Did the plan change from yesterday? Nope. Plan did not change, brother. Yeah, so no blind limits.
The math is the math.
Let's see if the gap gets filled. Keep an eye on the RTH. We got the single prints. Let's get it. All right, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can I get a kachaya? Damn, boy. Juice. 8 years, bro, says, did I miss out on any 15-second TA? Nah, I mean, it's the same as yesterday. Look, dude, look. 886, 618, 75. Like, this is so easy to draw, bro. Yeah, nothing has changed. If you watch the last 2 hours of yesterday's stream, it's pixel perfect. What was the last thing that we talked about yesterday? I'm looking for either a long on the VWAP or the single print or this box. Do you remember that on S&P? I said we need to get into a long on S&P. Do you remember when we said S&P is bullish? We might need to get into a long here, or here. So S&P, all it did was pixel fuck the single print, and we're going. So that hasn't changed, right? Nothing with S&P has changed. We wanted to either long here, or here yesterday. So this is perfect. Bugatti money. Let's get it. SFP, schwiggity swag. If it really is a swing fail, it can't lose the... It doesn't want to fill the entire gap. RTH is opening in 30 minutes. We're going to find out if the gap fill is going to happen during RTH or not. We're currently trying to close a 30-minute candle above settlement. Yeah, but if you missed the CPI music, then yeah, you definitely need to rewind and get caught up.
Yeah.
Just can I get a good choice? Can I get a good choice? Bugatti money.
Money in the morning. Woo! KIMBA. Gold pockets in right under that price. That wrist tight. We ain't moving.
Ulster says if we close above settlement, then we go for all-time high, right? No. No, Alistair. No. I mean, I'll be honest, not even close, Alistair. So, so you don't know anything about Fibonacci yet. So you got to nerd out about that, Alistair. And you got to figure, like, you need to be doing this. Okay? Anchor VWAP. And you need to be doing this. So you need to be paying attention to right here, because harmonics would say that if it's going to be bearish, there's a chance that you could do this. Yeah, that's how you get fucked, Alistair. There's nothing in the book or basic strategy or math that says if we close above settlement, we're going to all-time high. I don't know where you learned that or why you think that, but there's like 4 or 5 things that's wrong with that thought process, Alistair. You don't know fibs, you don't know projections, you don't know Fibonacci retracement, you don't know Fibonacci extensions, you don't know harmonics, you don't know Elliott wave. Yeah, you don't know anchored VWAP. Yeah. So that's, you would be assuming about 5, 6, 7 variables in a row to go your way for it to reach all-time high. Yeah, not yet. Not yet, Alsta. Not even close. Yeah, I might short this. Do you understand that or no? Do you know that you might want to think about shorting that? Yeah. Did I need to tell you that I might think about hedge shorting that, or is that like common sense and you can understand that? So yeah, that's a level that I would be watching. How do you know if this is a bullish retest? You would make a higher high. Yeah, so we got 28 minutes, but yeah, it's way too early to say all-time high. Yeah, the only thing that you would be guaranteed if you turn settlement into support would be maybe you've got a chance to get here. And guess what? That kind of lines up with the thing that I just drew. All right. So yeah, this is just basic strategy. Make sure you understand value plays. Yeah, but it could do that. Younger Kimba brother, yesterday's daily candle is really bearish for me. Sounds good. The most important thing, younger Kimba brother, is that you actually have reliability, right? The problem is, younger Kimba brother, that sounds a lot like you just making it up on the spot. Yeah. So if I ask you, hey, show me the last 3, 4 examples where that you can actually see that. Okay. So you should be able to show me an example of that. Huge wick, upper Bollinger Bands on daily, all of that shit that you just said. If you cannot find something from the past that says that is the correct way to interpret it, then that's just random bullshit. You understand? So historical pattern recognition, right? Observation is not analysis. So I have so many people that will like give their TA, which is just like this random amalgamation of what they see right now. And if I ask them, okay, show me like the last 2, 3 times where when it showed that data, it did what you just said. And they're like, I don't know. Then how do you know that is reliable? So there's a difference between understanding, hey, there's a 1-hour bullish div right now. And the last 10 1-hour bull divs, they all made higher highs. All right. Younger Kimba brother says, I have seen that on a couple of days. Yes. Hey, look, if you're lying, if you're bullshitting, you're lying to yourself. Right. And you're the only one that will fuck yourself. Yeah. So it is what it is, younger Kimba brother. Like, this is where the real trading begins, younger Kimba brother. Some people, their minds will fuck themselves. They don't know anything, but their mind will convince them that they do know. Right? So this is where your self-awareness and self-honesty kicks in. You don't have to justify anything to me. If you're wrong, you're the only one that loses money. You feel what I'm saying, younger Kimba brother? So you just have to make sure that you're good. Because if you're the one that's wrong, you're the one that loses money. No one's going to care. All righty? So make sure you know that juice. Minami, how we doing? Adamangale says, are we buying or not yet? What do you mean? We already been doing it. Make sure you get caught up, Adam. Yeah, make sure you get caught up, Adam. Exclamation YouTube. Yeah, everything that we do is planned days in advance, Adam. Yeah, I've been streaming every day for the last 4 years, literally every day for like 8 hours a day. So like you got to understand, like everything's talked about. Like if you're thinking of a question right now, I guarantee you somebody asked it a week ago. You feel me? Yeah. So basically, brother, I just knew about you and your channel. Okay, no worries. Yeah, so if you go back, we're bullish. We're bullish. You can go back, and I said we are either going to long the VWAP, the single print, or this. Okay? It's bouncing off of here. Somebody was literally asking me, yo, like, doesn't S&P look bearish? And I was like, nah, it looks fine. I was trying to long this for the last couple of hours. You know, you can hear me be like, should I take this long? Did I miss it? Like, I'm waiting for this bullish retest. I think I might have missed it. But generally speaking, I mean, yeah, S&P is good. I've been wanting to get into an S&P scalp long. I wanted the VWAP, and I think I got fucked again because now we're back we're back above point of control. Until we were while we were below point of control, I always had the chance of getting the VWAP. If we close this above in 20 minutes, I won't have a chance. Yeah, so it's just level to level, man. We don't get bullish on penetration. We get bullish on retest. So, yeah, like this is all pretty simple shit. I'm just kind of seeing how the 30-minute candles close. I don't have any limits yet. Yeah, so we do our trades live, brother. We got filled live yesterday on a little short here. Ta-tink, ta-tink, ta-tink. We got filled on a short here, and we were talking about TP1, TP2. We set it all live. And then eventually we decided to close everything here. Yeah, but we were looking to long this or long this. And then since, you know, this was all like, you know, I woke, it was already kind of too late. So yeah, I'm just trying to see, like, should I have taken this? I wanted the VWAP, but it's okay. And then I'm waiting to see if the 30-minute candle closes. So we just take it level by level. This is no surprises. Yeah, but I would encourage you, brother, to go back and listen to everything that I said. Always, always get caught up. It's always the people that take the shortcuts and like don't rewind, that miss what I say, and then 2, 3, 4, 5 days later trying to play catch up. Any questions, Kagum? Trippy, your cat doing okay? Hey, when you let us up, you better be getting some catnip for the feline. All right? She's good, she's munching? Okay. Haskir says, look at Dot. Is it, are we juicing? We better be juicing, boy! Woo! Ba 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 ba. Na 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 na. Juice! 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 Generational wealth, motherfuckers! Aim Talk says, how to get that NFT? NFT next week. You guys excited for NFT? I'm at a conundrum, Aim Talks. Like, I'm supposed to market that shit and like hype it up. But you know me, I don't want to do that. I want to keep this shit discreet. Like, I want to keep it like a if you know type of shit. But I'm supposed to market that bitch and like hype it up. But like next year, you know, maybe if you have the NFT, it'll get you access to certain things. And even now it'll get you access. But like, I don't want like people to use it as like a speculative thing to like juice or lose money. You know what I mean? Like if you own a KIMBA NFT and if you're thinking about selling it, then you shouldn't have it in the first place type of shit. But yeah, like I don't want you to speculate off of it, like try to trade it and like buy it low, sell high. Like don't do that. It's not why that's why we're doing the NFT. You know what I mean? But yeah, anyways. All right, how we doing? Lock in. More NFT news coming out in the next couple days. Don't worry. 15 minutes. Let's stay locked in. All right, I have about an hour, exactly about an hour, and then I gotta go drop baby girl off at the airport. So it's a little bit of a shorter stream today, but is everybody good to go? Kimba, are you still in your short? Yes. If you rewind, I told you exactly where my stop loss is. Yes. Yeah, it would be above the 6.6. Yeah, but I also told you, like, it depends on where your entry is. Mine is a lot closer to the 7.86. If your entry is closer to the 7.5, you're gonna notice that the trigger VWAP and the local swing high, swing low, it's gonna get really close to your entry. So, yeah, just put your stop loss at break even. That's the main thing I think for today. Is it really shouldn't matter, like what your entry is. Put your stop loss at break even. It's CPI day. Yeah, so today I think the more important thing is to try to do the right thing. It doesn't matter if you're in a long or short. Put your stop loss at break even. Make sure you don't lose money today. Yeah, but I'm not really shorting because I think it's bearish. It's a more just in case. I mean, higher time frame. We're going to go to 130. Why would it make sense to short Bitcoin, but you're still in long on Sol? That's exactly what altcoin season is. So yeah, Bitcoin will crab and sometimes even pull back, and then liquidity will swing over to the other coin. Yeah, so you should actually be prepared for that, to be honest. It will do that a lot. Bitcoin might be pulling back. It might dump a little bit. It might crab, and altcoins will be fucking flying. That's what altcoin season is. Any questions, Lions? I feel like you guys set for rest of the day. I think we're good. We got the hedge and we're protected. Chemo, you good? But Gold, Godhound, Dan Green, Hazy, Panda. Panda says, what about Huju Shin account? Why is it 0? I have no idea, but Husty told me that we're at 0. I'll put like another 250. That's it. All right, maybe 500, but that's it. We're giving back everything that Sato gave us. But are you good on this? Did you see how easy peasy that was? We have pixel perfect top again. You know, anything in that 7.5, 7.86 is, I think, acceptable. You know, we're watching the Fibonacci play out. We understand there. We know what we're looking for. This is a reasonable place to see it potentially bounce. But depending on what the OI looks like, it could actually be a trap. So, yeah, I feel like if you just kind of rewind and get caught up, I mean, this is what we're looking at. So a lot of people are going to try to like long this, right? I bet a lot of the bulls here were thinking about longing settlement. Yeah, like I get it. But open interest is going to possibly tell us these motherfuckers might be trapped. Might get trapped later. So that's like, let it bounce. I don't know how high it could go. If it eventually loses it, monitor to see which one it bounces off of, and then kind of combine that with open interest and see which one is going to be the more likely outcome. Nuke and bounce and resist, or nuke and resist and then go. All right, Dead Claw. Yeah. Unleashed King says, since we have a 94% chance to have rate cuts in September, don't you think they already priced it in? And we could have a sell the news event when they are announced? Maybe. Yeah, that's why we'll have a bearish scenario and a bullish scenario. Unleash. An SFP of 130 would be hilarious. You know, a 3 drives at 130 FOMC September would be hilarious. But I'm going to just keep sticking to my plan and being prepared. And, you know, like, this is what I'll say, Unleash. Are we going to make that answer, that decision, the day of? Or are we going to continue to think about those things? Are we going to continue to look at data? Are we going to continue to take it level by level? And as we get closer and closer, we're going to formulate plans that, we're going to take into FOMC September.
What did he say? He just told us to be prepared.
Yeah, but I mean, look at this right now, my boy. I don't even do you see how we anticipated the 75786? Do you see how I waited for the 05? Do you see after I saw the reaction of the 05, I said, okay, now there's a good chance that we're going to be heading down to that golden pocket zone instead of the 7505. We're taking it level by level, step by step. So I don't even know if golden pocket is going to actually be Gucci. If I had to guess, it'll have an initial bounce, but I don't know if it's going to be strong enough to make a higher high. If it doesn't make a higher high, I'm going to be paying attention to the open interest to see where people longed and how much and why. If there is a hidden CVD bull div, maybe makes sense. But if there isn't, and if it doesn't stay away from settlement relatively, within 2-3 30-minute candle closes, then I will be anticipating the golden pocket and the settlement eventually losing. And then I'll see you for potentially lower back at easy money, Bugatti money. And like we said in the morning, the reason why we're taking this isn't really because we're bearish. We're not shaving the long, and we're supposed to. And if it doesn't do this and kind of fucks it all up, and we do come down here, I'm going to go aggro long, right? And if I'm wrong and I lose money, it just comes out of this short. So everything is a free roll anyways. If it does this, I can't lose. My stop loss is already at tiny profit break even. How many of you guys were here when does anybody remember me saying the exact number? 120,200. Does anybody remember hearing 120,200? I might have said 250. I'm pretty certain I said 200 though. Literally 200. I might have said 250. I can't remember, but we pulled it was the time when we pulled the anchor VWAP, pulled the Fibonacci, blah, 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 blah. But dude, look at that shit on Coinbase Spot. Look at that shit on Coinbase Spot. Lions. So the math be mathin'. The math be mathin'. And if my dumb lettuce ass can do it, y'all can do it. And here's the thing. We're not here to predict the future. I don't know if this is a good long or bad. If I had to guess, I don't think it is. But how the fuck would I possibly know? Right? My suspicions are it's not going to hold. Otherwise, I wouldn't have fucked with that head short in the first place, right? But let's see. I don't know who's gonna long the settlement. I don't know who's gonna long the golden pocket. But what do you think? What do you think about the 5-minute narration? ESPN of crypto. Talk to me. What are you thinking? And I don't care if you short it or if you still have a long. No one cares. Don't get emotionally got and think that this is about your trade. This is not about your trade. This is math. So lock the fuck in. Don't get got. Don't make emotional decisions. What are we doing? Huh? Can you spot a hidden CVD bull div? Did you pull VWAP from down there, MJ? You good? What do you think about this, MJ? Can I let us up real quick? In 15 minutes, I'm dipping out. I got to dip out. But do you feel like you're going to be okay for the next 2 hours on your own? You guys locked in on 30-minute candle closes? You guys okay? Can we let us up real quick? All right. You guys okay? Martin says, could we look at sushi? You know what? Sure. Um, I really wanted that SFP. You know what I mean? I get the correct way to anchor this would be from here. And you can clearly see that that's holding. So theoretically speaking, and this is like hype and any other altcoin that we've been looking at, but this is your range. And like it's a big ass box, brother, but just mathematically, dude, the guidance is you want to get into a long if you're bullish before it leaves this box. Martin. Okay? And then like you like let's get that juicy. If you are bullish, all you need to do is get into a long before it leaves this VWAP. So that's the only thing that the math can guide you on. Okay. Wandu says, can we just talk about Sol before you leave? But what do you want to know about Sol? I don't know anything on like the smaller time frame. All I know is all the shit that we've been talking about, brother. That level has been there for a minute. These levels have been there for a minute. That box has been there for months. I've been getting into longs all these weeks with you guys, right? We even said, watch out for this to be resistance. We want this to be a bullish retest. I mean, so what? We're looking for 230. So if you want, you can pull anchor VWAP from here or here. You know, if you really wanted a long, like we've been talking about, that's your bullish retest for the last couple days, I guess. Why don't you take that? So yeah, for now, you're kind of late. You're at a higher risk of getting fucked than juicing. You know, I mean, you could just do some baby shit and just be like, what about bullish retest? Sure. I mean, I've already told you, like, we want to, if this turns into support, where's big value area high? 230. Alrighty. I am already long from 150, 30-minute chart. Well, if you have a long from 150, then you got to act like you're in from 150. You don't need to be looking at 30-minute candle close. You need to be looking at daily. If you have a daily candle close below 172, then the long is fucked. So if you have a long from 150, you have no business on the 30-minute. You don't need to be on the 30-minute, my guy. Schwiggity schwaggity. What would there be any difference between retesting 183.6 before or after making higher high? Well, if you're bullish, then you would want a higher high and you would want a higher low. Yeah. Nana says, can you check magic? What the fuck? Where are you finding these things, man? It's probably Let me do this tomorrow because this is a little bit shittier than the other ones. Can I do this one tomorrow? Well, I mean, you're above both VWAPs already, so you should be able to fly. Oh, yeah. Just try to not get stopped out. You don't really, this is, I'm not even try-harding as hard as you guys. If I truly believe that altcoin season is going to start, if I truly believe that we're going to get rate cuts in September, then just try to get into as many longs as many times as you can. Keep track of the ones that you get stopped out and try to have a plan B, C, and D so you can chase it and get back in. And then swing for the fences. Yeah, you don't really need to be like on smaller time frame and having me look at levels like, you know, just continue. Maybe like every 2-3 days, have a daily VWAP. And as long as it hasn't lost the previous session VWAP, continue to slowly move it up. And you should be okay. Nanad. Swing for a home run. You know, rate cuts and like altcoin season, like this shit, it doesn't happen every year. You really need to be opportunistic. And you really need to have like believed. So, hey, let that shit run. You have a 0.16. Let me see what that means. Oh my God. Bruh. Do it. Do that thing. Nah, just fuck it, dude. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. I mean, I'm doing this. $160. That's what I'm doing. Ooh, my boy. All right. Anyways, lock in. Let's not get too carried away. Generational juice, generational mathematics, generational preparation. You dig? All right. I love you guys. Stay safe. I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow. Maybe I'll poke my head in later tonight. Probably not. But I love you guys, man. Thank you for everybody that gifted subs. And Banshee dropped like 800 gifted YouTube memberships. I see you, Banshee. Quit playing with him, Banshee. Bento, Kobe, Yukio, Ayo, Fibception. My name is Long. Jesse Pupink, Franz Deep. I love you guys. Stay safe. Have a great night, Lions. Watch out for the bing bong ding dong. Let's juice. Can I get a ka-ching?